Some things are never lost by accident. They simply wait for the right mistake. I wasn't looking for the Book of the Dead. I was looking for a cheap antique book for a college assignment. My name is Daniel Moore. I'm a history student in Ohio. I don't believe in curses, horoscopes, or prophecies. I've always thought that every legend can be explained by fear, greed, or coincidence. That's why I opened an online auction at 2 in the morning, without any sense of danger. The listing was simple. Old handwritten book. Unknown language. No cover photo. No description. No history. Starting price, $12. I clicked bid not because I wanted it, but because the page froze. The cursor stopped moving. The screen refreshed. And the book was suddenly mine. That should have bothered me more than it did. The package arrived a week later. A gray box. No return address. The postal stamp was scratched out. Inside was the book. It was heavier than it should have been. The cover felt rough, not like leather, but like something dried. No title. No symbols. When I opened it, the first page was blank. The second page was blank. The third page too. On the fourth page, there was writing. Handwritten. The first line made me close the book immediately. This book does not predict death. It remembers it. I laughed. Nervously. A cliché, I thought. Then I turned the page. Names. Hundreds. Thousands. Each with a date. Every date was in the past. I was about to shut the book when I saw a familiar last name. Moore. My breath caught. I found the first name. Daniel Moore. No date. I didn't yet understand that the most terrifying thing about the book was not what it contained, but what it didn't. I didn't close the book right away. That was my first real mistake. It was 3 in the morning. I sat in my dorm room staring at my own name, written in unfamiliar handwriting. The paper was old, yellowed. The ink looked disturbingly fresh. I flipped back a page. Then another. The names were in alphabetical order. Each had a date beside it. I found another familiar name, my professor. He had died 2 years earlier. The date matched exactly. My chest tightened. I looked again at my own name. Daniel Moore. Blank. No date. I shut the book and placed it on the desk. Then I heard a sound. Like a page turning. I was alone. The book was closed. When I stepped closer, it was open again. A new line had appeared. The reader opened the book. The book opened the reader. I stepped back. This isn't possible, I whispered. The ink slowly sank into the paper, as if the words were still being written. Below it, a new name appeared. Not mine. My roommate's. With today's date. I didn't sleep that night. I watched the book without touching it. Every time I thought of something specific, a person, fear, death, the pages trembled slightly. At dawn, I grabbed a pen. On a blank page I wrote, "What are you?" The pen slipped from my fingers. The words vanished. New ones appeared. I am memory between breaths. My throat went dry. Who wrote you? The page turned on its own. Those who died twice. Why is my name here? A longer pause. Because you are unfinished. I realized the book wasn't reading my thoughts. It was reading the spaces between them. What happens if I burn you? The answer appeared instantly. You already tried. You just don't remember. 2 days later, I realized I was being watched. Not by a person. By a delay after people. On campus, strangers stared at me too long. as if something about me was familiar. One night I returned to my room and saw the book lying where I hadn't left it. A symbol had appeared on the cover. A circle. With a crossed-out date inside. When I touched it, something touched me back, from the inside. A new section appeared. No title. The first line read, "Those who read further stop being alive the way they used to be." A knock came at the door. Slow. Confident. "Daniel Moore," a calm voice called. "We're from the University Archive. We were informed you may possess a book that was never meant to appear at auction." The book turned a page by itself. A new name appeared. The same one behind the door. With a date, 3 minutes from now. I didn't open the door. I watched the seconds tick down on my phone. When the time reached 0, silence fell. Then a body. The book turned a page. The date vanished. The name faded. I understood then. The book doesn't kill. It knows who is already dead by choice. I looked at my own name. A thin line appeared beside it. Not a date. A possibility. And the book waited. Because as long as I read it, it remembers. And when I finally close it, it will start writing on its own.